All right. So, we got another bullshit story from the BBC, the British bullshit channel, and the whole British media putting out this story about this girl who got stabbed in Croydon. All right, let's just get into it.
Kathy, the family of Eliane Andam said that their hearts were broken, and just in the
Eliane Andam. That is a very strange last name. First of all, Andam. I've never heard this in my life. But I checked it out in the numerology and it comes up to 6. So right away, her name is 6.
last hour, they came down to the scene here in Croydon where their 15-year-old daughter died.
All right, 3 6s right away. Eliane Andam, her name 6, her age 15, 6. The bus that she was on, number 66. 3 6s right away. Bullshit. Anyway, let's.
They came down at a time in the day when they should have been welcoming her home through the door, coming home from school. Instead.
All right, so we have some random people here. Some actors look like to me, because why is this woman wearing a plaid shirt and then the other woman in purple for Freemasonry? And then they got the Marks and Spencer truck just parked up in the background for whatever symbolism. The Advent starts. All right.
At that time, today, they visited a crime scene. They spent several...
And then on top of that, visiting a crime scene. So these people just... The police just bring these people over there to just walk all over the crime scene. When in real life do you ever see that shit, man? All right, let's just bring the whole family to just walk all over the crime scene. We tape up the whole area, but we're going to just bring the whole family to just trample all over the crime scene. All right. Okay.
Crime scene. They spent several minutes at the bus from which yesterday she got.
And then they don't explain who these people are. Who are these people? They don't tell us that these are her relatives. You know? Okay, anyway. We just assume that we just put the whole story together for them. They just show us some images and we just put the rest of it together. All right.
On her way to school and then was fatally stabbed around 8:30 in the morning. People, including the bus driver, tried to save her, but she died at the scene. Eliane was named today, and I just want to show you this picture, which hopefully you can see now. This is her standing smart and proud in her green school uniform, and one day she hoped to change that uniform for something even more formal. She wanted to be a lawyer. She had dreams of being a lawyer. Those hopes are now...
Don't trust any of these pictures. AI technology is so advanced that people can't even fathom it. They can fabricate any picture of anybody that they want. Pieces of different people put together to make up one person. And then they always got them wearing the crucifix. Always got to have their symbolism with the purple in the background for Freemasonry. All right.
Shattered, the family says, their lives fallen apart. In a statement, they said Eliane was the light of their lives. She was bright, funny, with many friends who all adored her. She had her whole life ahead of her. She was just 15. And here's some of the statement from the family now.
We, as a family, are...
We as a family, all right. So we got the lesbian-looking priest in purple again for Freemasonry. With these people here who they never explain who they are to to the victim. Is this her mother? We should just assume that the one that everybody's rubbing on is the mother, right? And then yeah, we got the lesbian-looking priest in the purple. All of this for what now? Women's empowerment. That everybody should hate men. Is that the agenda now? That's always the agenda, to divide man and woman, black against white, just tall against short, fat against skinny, just anything that they can use to divide us. Wake up.
Struggling to comprehend this painful tragedy that has happened to our beautiful daughter and beloved sister, Eliane. Our hearts are...
First of all, if this is supposed to be the mom that everybody here rubbing on, like it's a script, and this is the grieving mother of the victim, right? She don't even shed one tear. Look, she don't even shed one tear. Where are the tears?
Are broken, and we are overwhelmed by sorrow and grief.
Sorrow and grief. Shed one tear. Shed one tear now. If it's so sorrowful.
And beloved sister.
Hold on there.
As a family are struggling to comprehend this painful tragedy that has happened to our beautiful daughter and beloved sister, Eliane. Our hearts are broken and we are overwhelmed by sorrow and grief.
This is just very bad acting, man. Just bad acting. If they were good actors, man, they would shed some tears.
A life taken, an investigation now ongoing. A 17-year-old was arrested yesterday, soon after the fatal stabbing. That person is known to Eliane, the police say. They have been given extra time to interview that person for questioning. The police say that they have been making good progress with the investigation. They've been...
As he says police, the police show up in the background. That's jokes.
They've got more CCTV and they've spoken to eyewitnesses. More broadly, this is the first fatal stabbing in Croydon, in the borough, in nearly 2 years. But we've been speaking to community activists who don't really read too much into that because they say there is still an issue here and that in wider London, in the capital, there have been 15 teenage homicides in the past year, 13 of them stabbings. And so our activists here are hoping that this isn't some sort of uptick nor a continuation of a trend. At the moment, this is about a family in shock who are grieving at what police say is every parent's worst nightmare.
Kieran, thanks very much. Well, earlier I spoke to London's Mayor Sadiq Khan and began by asking for his reaction to Eliane's
Oh my gosh, should we listen to this puppet's reaction?
death.
I'm quite clear. One death is one death too many, and that community in Croydon is shocked, traumatized and heartbroken, but I'm sure I speak for you and your viewers. Our thoughts are with the family of this poor child whose life has ended, and that family, that bereaved family, their life will never be the same again.
But at the
People have to understand that these people are so wicked, are so evil, that when some real shit happens, when somebody actually gets hurt or murdered or something like that, they are not going to show you that in the news. They're going to cover it up. They don't give a fuck about reporting real shit. They just give you the shit that is for their agenda. A script. As a political agenda. And even political is just divide and conquer. Now they're trying to divide man and woman. Yeah? So wake up.
these kind of tragedies avoidable, do you think? Could someone in authority, whether that's a parent, a teacher, a social worker, police officer, could someone have stopped this kind of tragedy happening?
This sort of crime, violent crime, knife crime, is preventable, not inevitable. I spoke to a youth worker today in Croydon, and he was telling me in Croydon, which is...
It's all preventable. Just stop feeding into this system.
As a family are struggling to comprehend this painful tragedy that has happened to our beautiful daughter and beloved sister, Eliane.
Look straight in the camera. Look straight into the camera. Them people have... Look straight into the camera. Anyway, all right.
People who arrived at the scene...
What, is this supposed to make it look more real? This Tesco bag and and this purse right here, this handbag. All right.
Afterwards, they talk about her friends having been in utter horror and distress.
To understand the Tesco label is red and blue for division. All right.
To be almost held back as paramedics tried to save this young girl's life, but they were unsuccessful. Now, we also know that a
diamonds in the background. Look at all of these diamonds in the background too.
Teenage boy has been arrested as well by police in connection with this. We've had a statement through from the Metropolitan Police saying that acting on
Arrest made at 9:45, 9:09, 18, more sixes. Symbolism.
They provided emergency first aid along with paramedics from the London Ambulance Service and the London Air Ambulance.
6.
Sadly, despite their efforts, a 15-year-old girl died at the scene.
6.
Absolutely devastating that another young life has been taken. And I think as a woman, equally, the fact that it was a female life that was taken in such a tragic way.
In 2020.
Yeah, especially that it was a female life that was taken. So all the other boys that got stabbed, nobody really cares about them though. You see what I'm saying? Just division tactics. And who's that lesbian looking girl as well?
Croydon was labelled the knife crime capital of London because
It's just
5 young
agent,
people were killed by a knife crime.
More youth provision, all those things help. But this is actually a societal problem. And until we are taking a societal lens to look at it, to solve it, we will always have lulls, and then we will have lapses, and then we have, as we've had today, and we had one, a couple of weeks ago, things start to pick up.
How bad is the problem of knife crime in this area?
Very bad, and it seems like nothing's being done about it. Everyone wants to talk, but no one wants to do anything.
What do you want to see now that would make you
My days, people. How is it you cannot see that the news is fake, man? These people are some really bad actors, man.
feel safer in this area?
Bag searches in all schools, something to stop people being able to hide their identity. Like, I know a lot of people were.
See, this is what it's all about, people. Stop and search, taking away your rights, taking away your freedoms, dividing the people. So now with this new story out, what they're going to be having more stop and search, more need to see your ID, all of that bullshit, because you believe in nonsense.
Masks and stuff, so cut that out completely, so you can at least know who the person is.
She was on her way to school with her friends.
On their way to school, and without going into too much detail because we can't influence the police investigation, but an argument ensued, and this young man pulled out a bladed article, they believe, from his pocket and stabbed this young girl, 15-year-old girl, repeatedly.
I mean, how are the family coping with everything?
Absolutely devastated. The screams and the crying that we heard this morning, community members devastated. The police.
See, none of them got the same story. You see that? She was stabbed repeatedly. Another story saying that she got stabbed one time in the neck. And then another story saying that it actually wasn't the girl who was having the fight with her boyfriend, but actually the person who was defending her that got stabbed. Which is it? What is it?
Police were in tears. The grassroots organisations that have been doing tireless work. Everybody's broken by it. Croydon was known as the knife crime capital of London. 2021, we had 5 teenage murders in our borough. And now we're in a position where we've gone 22 months without no teenage murder. And the biggest shock is that, one, it was a young girl who's from a really good home, a really good background, who's now lost her life. And her life.
All of those things, but singularly, those things don't stand out. But together, the context is very strong, it's very compelling. Why would children carry knives? Why do they feel that they need to carry a knife in order to feel safe? For certain of us, that'd be like an oddity. But that's how they feel. So what is it about society and the way young people feel?
Babylon system, yeah. All by design. You created to be like this. Anyway, done with this. Let's look at this one again. This puppet here, right in front of the diamonds for Freemasonry. All right, let's see what he's fake balling about.
It's diabolical. For nothing, we've lost a teenager with a bright future. She was on course to do well in her GC.
See, he's smiling, very sad, smiling.
She lost her life.
Just
what that? And then all of a sudden he needs to cry. All of a sudden he cry. Dude was smiling and then just break out. And you don't see one tear, don't one shed a tear, but you see the one eye symbol right in front of the Freemason diamonds, right? You see the one eye symbol and the Freemason diamonds, but you don't see not one shed of tear, not one tear being shed.
hearing you
talk about it,
for? What are you?
I can see.
What is this man wiping his face for? He is not crying. The whole thing is a show, people. The whole thing is a show. The whole thing is a show.
Let me try. If you ever knew how petty the dispute was, and this girl's life is gone, and it's like we're having to console the children who they're devastated, the screaming and the...
My days. Why does he have a Coca-Cola bottle in his hand? This is an empty
crying
one.
that we had to deal with this.
Empty Coca-Cola bottle in his hand. Why? Well, let me go back. Was he even holding that earlier?
See.
Let me try. If you ever knew how petty the dispute was, and this girl's life is gone, and it's like
still wiping away the fake tears, still wiping away nothing.
having to console.
Doing the Coca-Cola advert same time. So that's how you make money, you know. That's how you make some nice money. He's not making that much money anyway for being in this bullshit. He's just a fucking agent puppet putting on a show.
Oh, the children who they're devastated, the screaming and the crying that we had to deal with this morning. You know, we shouldn't have to be burying our children.
That's can't even get on.
All right, so here is some kind of report being scripted out here on the screen about what happened. 15-year-old girl stabbed in Wellesley Road in Croydon. Yeah, 15 for the coding. See nothing but coding in this. Elian Andam, this weird last name that nobody has ever heard ever, is 6. She was on the bus number 6 or 60. 0 don't count, so it's 6. Yeah? 6. Eyewitness claims she said she doesn't want to go out with him anymore. Alright, this is where the bullshit story starts. Alright. Alright, see, does this make sense? Alright, the boy come on the bus with some flowers to give to the girl. And then she said that she doesn't want to be with him anymore, and he's rejected. So his next move is to stab the girl. So they were arguing. So the eyewitness claimed she doesn't want to go out with him anymore. Alright? And she said something which made him flip. Alright. So what was it that she said to make him flip? Alright, we don't know. We just have to put that together ourselves. Pulled out a long knife like a sword machete and stabbed her. Both landed her. So the other guy who was balling earlier said that she was stabbed multiple times. This one is saying that she got stabbed by a long sword. Another story is saying that it was the friend who was defending her is actually the girl that got stabbed. But this story is saying that it is the girl who rejected the boy who got stabbed. Which one is it? Just nonsense. It's just brainwash. Division. Don't believe nothing on the news. The whole news is fakery all the time, 24/7. Look how easy this is. Look how easy it is. All they have to do is just park one bus, pitch up one tent, put some police cars, and then that's a crime scene, and everybody believe it. police now going to do their ritual here. Look how weird this looks. It just doesn't get any weirder than this. It's like they were forced to do this. It's like somebody just ordered them to go and do this. You know, of course, you know, it's just all for the show. Wake up right there in front of the Freemason bricks. Is that where the girl died? Did she die on the bus? So what? They drag her out of the bus and she died there on the curve. That's why they're putting all the flowers there right in front of the bricks. All right. Look how they all have to line up for the camera. All coordinated, all at the same time. Yo, this is fuckery, man. This shit never happened. Trying very hard to hold in their laughter, and it's all fakey. It's all nonsense. All of this is division tactics, people. Wake up. Right in front of the Freemason brick wall. You have the Freemason police with the black and whites doing their ritual, bringing the flowers to the deceased of a fake dead person. Alright, enough of this nonsense.